Hi everyone, this is Erin Anding, the School Librarian and Site Technology Facilitator at Glen Oaks Magnet High School. And in this presentation, we're going to talk about accessibility. Um, how do you make your Chromebook, how do you make your browser experience, how do you make that adaptable to everybody? Everyone has unique needs, whether that's formally declared, not declared, they have their own unique preferences. And the cool thing about Chromebooks and the G Suite for Education platform is that there's a large amount of ways that you can customize your experience at this point. Now, previously, if your school was, I guess you could say, sharing Chromebooks, this actually could have turned into a problem. I got called down by a lot of students because, well, can you make this cursor go away or can you make this keyboard? I don't understand. And what it was that the person prior to them probably turned on an accessibility feature but did not turn it off. And so the thing kind of just got, the situation continued in one capacity or another. And because remember, they're going to be made on the Chromebook, a lot of them, the device itself. And, it became a problem. But now the cool thing is everybody's carrying their own Chromebook. So, customize away, make the experience as comfortable and, pleasant one as possible. So, how do we find these accessibility features? What do we, where do we go to learn what we can do? Uh, One site I'm going to show you is general for everybody. One is also geared towards specifically faculty members. Now, for faculty members, if you want to know how to do accessibility for a wide variety of people, because everybody could use, some help at some point, you can go to the Google for Education Teacher Center, edu.google.com/teacher, hyphen center. And there's training courses. Okay, so we're going to say training courses. Now, obviously, you could go through full certification. Part of certifying, Google 1, Google 2, at some point you do talk about accessibility features. But, if you're not ready for that or you want to definitely learn this itself, there are smaller courses that you might only take a few hours and you get a, certificate of completion. Notice down here trainings, accessibility tools training, make learning accessible for all students with Chromebook. Over here, support English language learners, support student learning English. Students support students learning English with Google Translate tools. Okay, these are courses you can take. They will walk you through all of this, and you get a nice certificate at the end showing your completion, and that could be a wonderful way to learn. Now, if you're someone who either you're not an educator or you're just not ready for that level of time commitment, you just need to know something. A very good place to go would be Google Accessibility Help. I typed in and got Google Accessibility Help. Okay, so type that in, you'll get there. And notice what's coming down here. Support, if you're having true concerns, Android accessibility, Chrome accessibility, G Suite accessibility, Chromebook accessibility, YouTube accessibility, more Google products. So, for example, under Chromebook, how to turn on the Chromebook accessibility features. This will walk you through it because it's coming, here's the things you can do. All right. G Suite for accessibility, using a screen reader for Google Calendar, a user guide to accessibility. Okay. YouTube, way to manage subtitle settings. Use YouTube with a screen reader. All these are things that, promote accessibility. Now, on a Chromebook, I'm never going to say all, but most of your accessibility features tend to live here. You go click down with the battery and the Wi-Fi and go to the gear for settle. Sorry, this is my personal Chromebook tonight, and I think one of my children downloaded something they shouldn't have when I was not watching. Anyway, go to settings. And for the most part, go to device, and you'll see touchpad, keyboard, display, storage, power, etc. Here's some basic stuff. But go to advanced. Here's some things, language and input. If you did not realize, you can actually change the language on a Chromebook. So for my students who are predominantly Spanish speakers, if it is more convenient for you, you can turn it into that. You can get a large amount of the Chromebook features in Spanish. Okay, here's the biggie: accessibility. Okay, manage accessibility features. So you can do text to speech. You can change the display if you need a higher contrast mode, if you need to magnify everything. You can actually have an on-screen keyboard. This is a common one that, confuses students who don't need it because they're trying to get it off the screen. And I go into accessibility features and I stop it. Okay. You have things related to your mouse and touchpad. You have audio, how the audio plays through, depending on, someone might be hard of hearing. Okay. So all of these are accessibility features you can turn on to customize your experience. And then along the way, remember, there's also things through G Suite and other things. Okay. By all means, if you're an educator, you might want to consider going through those courses so that you're an expert on this. You have your certificate as proof. Parents and students and guardians and teachers using that Google Accessibility Help should be a good guide for helping you figure out how to customize the experience for, especially in the situation of remote learning, to be the best for a student that it could be. If you have any questions, please review this video. By all means, go through, these particular pages. You can also call me at, not call me, email me at emurray, EMURRAY, please remember the A, at ebrschools.org. Thank you so much.